Alright, this is my full unedited guide to 10x your hot surface modeling skill in Blender. So, this is the full raw educational content. You're going to learn how to actually learn hot surface modeling the right way and how to maximize your skill in less period of time. And also, I'm going to give my exact training plan which I used to just went from a beginner to an advanced 3D artist. So, what are the things I follow and what are the mistakes I made? So, everything I just covered in this video. 3 years ago, I was just a lost beginner who watched endless tutorial and feel no progress. I watched many tutorials and I followed the exact advice. I can't just model anything without tutorial. I think there is something is wrong because whenever time I just try to do something by my own without any guidance, I feel stuck. I can model and my brain is just go blank. I don't know how to actually design the shapes, but I wanted to be. So what I did was just keep practicing and figure out what it's required to be good at 3D. After years of struggle, I discovered that it only takes 4 core strategy to drastically improve your 3D modeling skill. And that's exactly what I'm going to share in this video. So before you follow my advice, let me just share a bit about myself. My name is Jack and I'm a hot surface artist with 3+ years of experience. And I help thousands of students improving their artwork and also guided them to how to start and how to begin hot surface modeling. And also, I'm the creator of MatricX add-on. So if you don't know what this add-on does, it is a simple way to add realistic imperfection texture to your model with just one click. You don't really have to worry about UV unwrapping your model or finding the right materials. All you have to do is just choose your materials and just click and you're done. If you would like to purchase the add-on, the link in the description. And next, I work with many clients and I also upload many videos on YouTube plus Instagram. So that all my 3D income stream. So on the left side, you can see a model which is a lamp. So this is the first model I ever model in Blender. It's very simple and uh, after learning Blender, I just exactly look around my room and I found this lamp looking interesting. So what I did was I just take the lamp as a reference and try to model it. And I'm actually happy with the result because the result was so impressive. The day one, I just enroll in Blender Bros Jumpstart course. The next day, I just take the reference and model this, and I just drastically see the improvement. You know, the proportions, those colors, the texture, everything was look exactly same like the real world object. So I pretty much happy with the result. So I'm going to show you how I just begin with a very simple model into like now I'm just modeling something like advanced mechanical stuff. Like you can see on the right side, it's sci-fi bike and it looks so impressive. And I learned many things about how to detailing, how to add decals, and how to make your object looks visually appealing, and what are the tricks you need to do. So I learned everything by just following these 4 pieces of advice. So first, how to actually start hot surface modeling. Most beginners start wrong. They binge tutorial, but they are random, unrelated to what they want to build. Some follow Blender Donut series, but that's not hot surface. It's a desert. You need to go to the niche from day one. If you want to make a robot, make weapon or sci-fi vehicle, learn from tutorial made for that. Start small but specific. When I decided to learn hot surface modeling, I don't watch any fancy tutorials on YouTube. All I did was just watch the tutorial that made for hot surface. So I go to Blender Bros Jumpstart course, enroll in it, and I learned everything, and that's how I start. So I don't watch the donut series. You don't really have to if your goal is about hot surface modeling because in donut series you actually learn the stuff that unrelated to hot surface. For example, you learn about geometry nodes, sculpting, which you barely use in hot surface workflow. And also in the donut series they don't cover the crucial tools like booleans and chamfers and box cutter. These are the tools not covered in this tutorial. So if you want to model something like a weapon or mech, these are the items that are crucial for the workflow. So when you just lacking in these tools and these techniques, you actually feels like less progressive. So that is why the reason you just watch the tutorial and when you try to do something by yourself, you can't because you don't actually learn the skill that is required. And second, it lack mechanism. Still, it's a donut, so there's no something like a mechanical, and it's very soft model. So if you want to learn something like hot surface, like mechanism and the weapon tutorial, that would be a great start because you have two options. You either watch the sci-fi barrier tutorial or you can just start like me, enroll in Blender Bros Jumpstart course. So these both are help you to understand the hot surface modeling workflow, and you have a clear understanding about how to design actually anything you want, especially in hot surface. So it teaches you the mechanism, the workflow that you need to design these hot surface models. And third, it's good for general basics, bad for modeling machines. You know, if your goal is just to get familiarized with the UI and just want to learn something random, you can just go ahead and watch the Donut series. There is nothing wrong with that. But if you want to learn only hot surface modeling, like you want to model a gun and you want to model a mech and you want to model something like a spaceship, then you should watch the tutorial that are specifically made for hot surface modeling. Because I cover everything like how to move the object, how to navigate the tools and all the shortcut keys and all the modifiers that is required for hot surface modeling. So you also learn the basics plus you learn the hot surface modeling. So it would be a great start if you just enroll in this course that is specifically made for your niche. If your goal is just about animation, you just need to watch something that related to animation. And if your goal is to about hot surface modeling, you just need to definitely start with this tutorials like that's made specifically for that. And number two, practice is everything or else you forgot. You can stuff your brain with as many tutorials, techniques, and tools as you want, but without a practice, it all disappears. I used to do this mistake a lot. I watch a long hour videos like 3 hours and 4 hours a day, and I don't practice. I just only consume the content. But that's not going to help in any way because just by consuming content and stuffing all those information to your brain, it's not going to help improving a skill because you have to practice. When you practice, then you learn how to execute in the real world. So just by learning and stuffing all the information to your brain, you're going to be forgot one day. So don't do the mistake. So when you learn something, just practice as soon as possible. Learning 3D is just like learning kickboxing. You can hire the world best coach watching every advanced technique, but if you never spar, you'll get knocked out in a real fight. If you want just learning kickboxing and you're just getting the information about how to move, how to defense, and if you don't spar, when the real fight comes, you don't know how to execute. You just like freeze like a deer is caught in a headlight. The same goes for Blender. No practice equals to no result. The only way to improve is to do many reps, model, fail, fix, repeat. That's how we became unstoppable. So whenever you're just watching a tutorial or any information about learning 3D, just try to implement the strategy or the things they are saying because that's really helpful. Just by learning and without execution, it's just a waste of time. Experience is the best teacher. 3. Find the problem, then solve it like a pro. This is one of the biggest trap beginners falls into. They say things like, Jack, I follow tutorials, but my skills still feel the same. I don't see progress. I can't model anything without a step-by-step guide. You know, this is the most common issues I see a lot in beginners. They say things like, I can follow tutorials, but whenever time I just try to model something by my own, I can't. I just freeze and my brain goes empty. So the reason for this is because you're actually copying what the tutorials is saying, but you're actually not learning. You're not learning the skill. You're not learning the tools. So that's why you can only model from a guidance, but without guidance, your brain will go blank. So what you need to do is first, understand the fundamentals. That is really important because you need to understand how the tools work and how to actually design the shapes. So, if you're really strong with the foundation, then it's very easy to uh, model anything by yourself. So, once you learn the fundamentals, what you need to do is just take any reference. So, take any artwork and just try to build with yourself because you exactly know how to model. You learn all the tools. So, you just need to put yourself in a discomfort zone and you just all you have to do is just practice. That's all you need to do. So once you did that, you need to improve your skill because once you model something, you need to fix it and you can see where you're lacking and then only you can fix yourself. Because if you can't find a problem, you can't really grow. So what you need to do is Take your latest or your current artwork, for example, like this bike, and you have to rate yourself. How much you rate your artwork out of 10. For example, I would rate modeling for 7.5, rendering to 8, detail to 7, and texturing to 9. Now you have to pick the weakest one. So I think I'm pretty bad at detailing. So what I do is just mark this one and I remove all this modeling, rendering, texturing. I only focus on detailing. So I consume many tutorials as possible to get better at detailing. So I watch tutorials, I downloaded images that related to mechanical stuff, and I watch I just download many inspiration from Pinterest, because in Pinterest you get many more concept sketches, so it's really helpful for the mechanical details, and you're almost just searching for details. So or else if you just poor at rendering, you just try to watch some tutorials on how to improve your rendering and how to actually using HDRIs and how to camera placement and how to actually place the cameras to make it look cinematic. So you just need to pick the one thing that you find you're lacking. Then put your full focus on that one specific thing. Don't just care about other stuff, like you're going to improve in one day, but for now you're just very weak at detailing, or you're just very weak at this skill. Put your full focus on one thing and just try to learn as many things as possible and practice so hard. And once you maximize the number, for example, if you're just learning about detailing and you just maximize it to 10 out of 10, then you have to pick another one, then maximize it, then pick another one, maximize it, and also another one, maximize it, and see the result. Then you can actually see that your artwork is go from like good to better. So rate yourself, just spend a few hours on reviewing your artwork and see where you're missing and fix it. You can't fix a problem you never stop to identify. This is how real growth happens. And this is number 4, my training method which I use to see significant improvement in my skill. So I call this seasons of mastering hot surface modeling. So season number 1. So before that, I just let's explain. Here's my free training plan, the exact one I use to skyrocket my hot surface skill in a short time. If you're not seeing noticeable progress right now, this system will change that. So first, season 1, the learning season, day 1 to 30. So from day 1 to next 30 days, what you need to do is try to learn as many things as possible. So you can find tutorials, you can just watch any paid courses. In this season, you have to be like a student who preparing for the exam. So what you have to do is just try to learn as many things as possible. So you have to learn a lot about hot surface molding. So just try to explore many artists and get information from that and see their tutorials and follow up their tutorials as a guide. You can just learn about any specific skills like detailing, rendering, and also you can just learn any specific tools like how to use decal machine and how to actually uh, learn box cutter. Yeah, so you have to watch many tutorials and many courses and get the information as much as possible, because you're preparing for your big task. In the season 2, you're actually going to work on big. So this is the season you have to gather information as much as possible. Season 2, the big challenge, day 31 to 60. So this is the time you'll see a significant improvement in your artwork. So what you have to do is go to ArtStation, find the artwork that scares you. No, find the one that makes you feel like, I'm not sure I'm gonna model this, because it's a way more advanced than my skill. Then you pick the right one. That is the reference you need to your model. So take the reference and so try to model it with yourself. Now it's going to be tough. So the reason we just pick a difficult one is because it actually works. And if you take a man and his max limit of push-up would be like 20 reps, and if you tell him to do 30, he would like do 25, and as at 26 his hands it gets shivered and he just quitting his teeth and he just take the one rep and he just complete at 27. But if you tell the same man to do like 200 push-up, he just actually pushing himself to do 50 reps. So you'll see that his limit would be like 20. But when you set the target to high, he actually trying to push himself and he gives at least 50, because when the number you increase, he subconsciously try to push yourself as hard as you can. So that is the trick we're going to use in hot surface modeling. So instead of just building something that's simple, we take the difficult one. So when you take the difficult one, you push yourself to get the shape, to get the details like in the exact in the image, and you try to model the shape. You just try to give your best, because this is the one I used when I started. So after learning a Blender for 3 months, I would just challenge myself with a bigger one. So what I did was I just go to ArtStation and download something like a sci-fi gun, and I just try to model it with myself. It's really hard, it's really confusing, and it feels very doubtful. And I just quit for 3 times before I finished the model. Eventually, I finished the model and I'm happy with the result. You know, I learned the skill. Uh, I learned how to design. I get the confidence of model anything without any guidance. I see a drastic improvement in my skills, and also it just gives me that uh, it just gives me the confidence of model anything I want. So if you want to improve your hot surface modeling skill, you have to practice it with yourself and challenge yourself and push your limit. That's how you can see a noticeable, uh, to see a significant improvement in your skill. So these are the 4 core strategy which I use to see a significant improvement in my skill. So this all come from my own experience. So this is what take me from a noob to a confident 3D artist. You can actually see my latest artwork where I just model a sci-fi bike. It's all level of detailing, the concept art, the way I design, the mechanical stuff. It's all just come from by following these 4 principles. So that's all you need to do if you want to become like a pro in a less period of time. That's all. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.